Welcome. In this video, I will show you that how you can create a simple logo animation with your logo or logo mascot in After Effects. First, I will create a new composition and rename it as logo comp. And width and height is okay. The duration is 10 seconds. It's okay. Frame rate should be 60 frames per second. Okay. I have imported my logo. I will import it as a composition and footage should be with the layer size. I will add this logo and this composition and enable this continuous raster. Change the scale. I will add a new adjustment layer, add effect fill and change its color to white. Now create a new composition and rename it as logo 3D strokes. Add this logo composition here. I will use Vegas effect. Make these changes in this Vegas effect and it will be continuous because we will be duplicating this composition. Change the segment to 1 and change the length to 0 and enable the keyframe. Press U, it will reveal the keyframe. And on 1 second at 30 frames, change the length to 1. And now rotation. In the start, change the rotation to 0 and it will end on 90. Press U and press F9 to easy ease these keyframes. After that, change the blend mode to transparent. It will change it as a line and the inside of will be transparent. Change its color to white. You can change your own color if you want. Width, you can increase or decrease the width, but 2 is fine. And change the end opacity to 0.35. Now turn this composition into 3D composition by enable this 3D button. Click on P, it will reveal the position. Now we will be duplicating it and changing the position. We will be making a difference of 12 with the every duplicate. Duplicate, you can duplicate by pressing Ctrl D. And I will show you the keyframe difference that we have made. See, first 0, 12, 24, 36, it will be a difference of 12. Also, you can see there is a 3D effect. Like you can see, it is extruding. And let me complete this to show the final result. Now I will add a camera layer. Hit OK, camera 1, and add a null object. Enable the 3D on this null object and parent the camera to the null. And we will animate this shape using this null. Go to the start of the composition. Press R to enable the rotation. We will be using the rotation of x-axis and y-axis. Starting from, change the x-axis to 30 and change the y to 75. And on 1 second, the x rotation will be similar, so we will apply a keyframe. It will be still on 30, and from here we will change it to -15. And on around 2 seconds, we will change the y-axis to -180, and x rotation will be 0. Okay. Press F9 to easy ease these compositions, and in this graph editor we will just mildly tweak these animations. We need to again duplicate it, this composition. Press U and change its color on around 1 second and 40 frames. Move that here. Disable these keyframes because we are not going to use them. And you can see this is our position starting from 0, and again duplicate it, and we are now going to -12, -24, -36, -48, and in this way we will move towards -132. Let me make these all these compositions. Now you can see it has gone backwards all these layers to show the 3D effect. At this point, select all these compositions plus Ctrl Shift T on Windows. It will split these compositions and delete. Duplicate this composition and make sure that its position is set on 0 and change its color to make it differentiate from the other layers. And create a new layer and set it and change its name to matte. Add a new solid, change its color to white. Use effect fractal noise and change the type to dynamic and noise type to lock. Also change the contrast to 370 and change the brightness to -370. Just change the scale to 500 and change the complexity to 3.5. Rest is okay. Keyframe the contrast and brightness, and on around 1 second and 30 frames change it to 194 and change the brightness to 210. In our logo 3D strokes, add the matte above this layer. Set both in green. First we need to do is select this logo composition and disable this Vegas effect and change the track matte to the Luma matte. It's very easy to do it. Pick with this matte option and select this matte. If we click on this one time, it will switch to Luma matte. So you can see it starts going to appear here. These matte disappeared. So we need to extend this. So in this way, our basic logo animation is ready. We just need to finalize it, pre-comp this layer and change its name to Final Composition. Now what finalize we need to do is duplicate this logo composition. Add this at the top, enable the 3D from the layer, and in the logo comp 2, disable this adjustment layer. What we will do, we will add a matte above it, enable 3D on this matte, and change the track matte, and with a pick whip select this matte and click on the alpha matte so that it will change to Luma matte. Now you can see it has starting to appear at here at this point. We need to slightly move it so that it will not appear at start. So first the logo lines will start to appear and then these starts to appear. And then at this point we will adjust it so that our logo will appear. So in this way, our logo will appear. One thing, now you can see, once it's complete, use the scale and make it bigger like this. F9 to easy ease and enable the motion blur. Check this graph editor. Now you can see. We can add a tagline under this logo. It's very easy. Add the tagline, center align it, make it appear at below, and we will still use this matte layer and use the pick whip and select this matte, and if you will click on this alpha matte button, it will switch to loma matte. Now in this way our logo is complete. You can make multiple tweaks to change the color, style, increase or decrease the width of these strokes. Using just from here you can change the width, and also you can change the color of these strokes. And also if you want to add a background below it, you can use solid to add the color of your choice. Like I will add this color, or you can change some other color. One thing, you can add a shadow using drop shadow so that it will give a depth. Also, you can change the position. Add a new adjustment layer. Use effect fill. Change it to black. Use effect noise. And disable this use color noise and change the noise to 100. Change the mode to color dodge and change its opacity to 75. So I hope that this tutorial has helped to create your own logo animation video. If you like the video, please do subscribe and share with others. Till then, I will see you in next video.